All right, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First, I'm gonna give honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakadash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to my fellow Akim Akwat out there that follow Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. With truth and sincerity, I like to say shalom. The title of this video is gonna be called Mass Death is Coming. Okay, mass death is coming. And it's right around the corner, man. The United States of America is on a massive decline in politics, economic, social, our well-being. Everything about America is going backwards, man. It's rotten. Okay, it's deteriorating. And this place is almost out of here, man. Okay, this place is almost out of here. I mean almost, because we still have a lot of prophecies to have to, commence, like World War III, RFID chip. But the main well-being of this place is bad. And like I said, we're coming to a time where there's not going to be nothing like it, and that's going to be Jacob's trouble. Okay? Look at this, Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, and so is none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who is that he? Who is that he that's speaking of? The elect. Okay, because only that small remnant will be saved out of this great destruction. Only that small remnant of Israelites, or the elect man, woman, and child, is going to be beamed up. And even before the day of salvation, they're going to be protected during those days of Jacob's trouble. And this is the worst time that's ever going to happen, ever, man. This is going to be way horrible, more terrifying than any war, any catastrophic event that you can think of, any historical event. Okay, the world that the world that we once grew up in is no longer exists. It's gone. Okay, and one of the major prophecies that's coming is mass death. I just want to check on my channel real quick, make sure the video is okay. All right, we good. Before the day of salvation. All right, we good. I just want to turn down the music a little bit. But yeah, man, the day of destruction is near, man. And like I said, one of the main prophecies that's coming is mass death. Psalms 91. But it's not going to touch the elect, because the elect is very precious in the eyes of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Rabbit and KJV. Grab it in the KJV. The Psalms 91. Psalms 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Okay? And those that hide in the secret place of the Most High is those that follow Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which is the hopeful elect. Okay, the Lord is going to protect his elect. The Lord is going to protect his men, women, and children. All right? And I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge, my fortress, my God, Yahweh. In him I will trust. So right, the elect are going to trust in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai when all hell breaks loose, man. Brothers that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, sisters, they children, are they going to call in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai? Okay? Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler, right? And the feathers and the wings are the angels from chariots. Okay, the UFOs that you see in the sky, the little dots, the white dots or shining bright stars in the sky that be moving. They are not airplanes or helicopters, but they be moving at unnatural movements and speeds and acceleration. Or even UFO. I had something in my mouth. UFO sightings, man, that you see on social media. Okay, there's a lot of UFO sightings that you see on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. They constantly showing themselves, man. And those UFOs that you see on the internet, them UFO sightings, they gonna be appearing themselves in these times to come, protecting you and your family. All right, you Akima Aquat out there. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flies by day. Right, we're not gonna be afraid of the judgments to come, because the judgments to come is for the 2/3, the heathens and these Edomites, the majority of people on this planet. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but they shall not come nigh thee. Okay, so 10,000 people gonna die on your left side, and people in 10,000, another 10,000 gonna fall on thy right side. Okay, basically, when these times come, you gonna see thousands of people dropping dead, receiving great judgments, man. But it's not gonna touch you. It's not gonna touch you or those that's with you, man. They're also part of the elect. Maybe your kids or your wife, or maybe you by yourself, man. However the situation turns out. Okay, but you gonna see judgment all happen all around you, but it's not gonna touch you, Akim. It's not gonna touch you, Aqua. This is 8. Only with thine eyes thou shalt behold and see the reward of the wicked. Right, we gonna see the reward of these people, these niggas, these 2/3 niggas, these niggerettes, Keisha, their fucking nasty ass kids, all these people that surround us, these Edomites, these heathens, they're gonna get judged, man. The billions of people on this planet are gonna be destroyed. They're gonna receive massive judgments, man, from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright. So we're gonna see the reward of the wicked, man. The Lord is going to protect us in that day, but for you people, man, this was going to happen to you. This is Baruch 2:2. I'm gonna start it out. Sorry, 1. This is Baruch 2:1. Therefore, the Lord hath made good His word, which He pronounced against us, against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings and our princes, against the men of Israel and Judah, to bring upon great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man shall eat the flesh of his own son, the flesh of his own daughter. Okay, that's what's happening. That's what's coming is great plagues, man. You be watching all these movies about zombies and people turning crazy once they get bitten by a zombie, or they turning, attacking people, killing people. Okay, it's gonna be like that movie, that comic book, which the movie got its inspiration from. That movie 28 Days Later, but the comic book, The Crazies, man. No, the movie is based. Well, this movie was based off a comic book. Okay. These people were turning crazy because there was a contamination in the water. But a lot of these zombie movies that you watch are based off, from the scriptures. But it's this one comic book that is so graphic that they're not planning on making it a movie. And it's called The Cross, where it's this disease that turns people into psychopathic, cannibalistic killers, man. Basically, in a sense, zombies. All right. Because these people, man, and not just that, it was children, elderly, all right, various of people's perspective on how their normal life turned into chaos. And this comic book, like I said, is so graphic that you need a movie that need to be inspired by this comic book. Because if this was a movie, if they're planning on making it into a movie, let's just say a lot of people won't like it. Because that's how graphic it is. But this comic book, I recommend you Akim to read it. You know what I'm saying? That's how these people can be turned into psychopathic killers, man. Look at that clown. Which a clown goes back to a demon. Okay? So people killing each other, slaughtering each other. How do you know if these people are infected? Because they got the red cross on their face. Okay? Fucking Christians, man. And these Christians out here, they're gonna be turned into be like the people in this comic book called the Cross. They're gonna be turned into wild psychopathic killers, man. Demonic ass people, man. They're already demonic. They just got Jesus on them. That Jesus demon. But when shit is the fan, they're gonna show how they truly feel about you, man. And they're gonna show their the demons that they've been hiding. Okay. See? Yeah, this movies, comic book inspired movie. Right. It says a feature film adaptation of the Garth Ennis. He's a guy. I believe it's the same person that made the comic book The Boys. Horror comic series The Cross is a post-production based on the original 10-issue comic run from 2008 to 2010. The movie has been described as a blend of The Walking Dead, Contagion, and Civil War, and that's what's coming, man. Okay, all these movies that you be seeing about zombies, people rising up and killing each other, eating each other. Okay, that's what's about to happen, man. It's about to be the real life zombie apocalypse, man. All right, then the CDC said this was like 3 years ago that they're preparing for a zombie invasion. And you people out here, hey, and they show you that in the movie the show The Walking Dead, where it's not the zombies that you have to worry about, the walkers, it's the people, because people will also eat each other, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to see people eating their own sons and daughters because of the famine. Okay, people are going to be eating their own family members because there's no food or water, man. Okay, so let me grab this. This is Leviticus. Where's that? There you go. Leviticus 26 and 29. And you shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. You shall eat. Okay? And that's what people gonna do, man. People gonna be eating their own children, man. Because when there's no food in Walmart, when there's no food in Whole Goods and Wegmans and Target and these grocery stores, poppy stores, hey, man, people are going to commit cannibalism. Cannibalism is going to come in an all-time high. Okay? And I will destroy your high places and cut down your images and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols. And my soul shall abhor you. I'll make your cities waste and bring your sanctuaries unto desolation. I will not smell the savior of your sweet odors. I will bring the land into desolation, and your enemies which dwell therein shall be astonished at it. Okay? And the Lord was speaking up to the Israelites, man. Okay? And that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to destroy a lot of you Israelites. The Lord's going to wipe out a lot of you 2/3, man. All you 2/3. And he's going to reserve the elect, man. Okay? He's going to reserve the elect, but before that, a lot of things have to happen, man. Great chaos, destruction, death. Okay, a lot of hell has to break loose before salvation comes. So we gotta go through all of this, man. We gotta go through the riots. We gotta go through Jacob's trouble. We gotta go through the famine. We gotta go through the mass death. And wherever and that's another thing too, wherever you die at, your body's gonna stay there. Okay? Once you die, wherever you could die on the street, get shot, get killed in the fucking corner of the street or whatever. Hey, once you dead, hey, your body's gonna stay there. No matter where you're at, in the top of a rooftop or the street or in a park, your body is out of Egypt. Because it says the scriptures, Their streets shall be filled with bodies, man. Streets, bodies, KJV. Yep. There's Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is America, Babylon the Great, which is spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified, right? So it's going to be dead bodies all throughout the streets, man. All throughout the streets of America. Everywhere you go, it's going to be a dead body. They show you that in The Walking Dead. Everywhere they go is always a dead walker or a dead person. Somewhere hanging, somewhere on the ground, rotten. And it's going to smell bad, man. Because once there's a lot of dead human corpses, it's going to attract a lot of insects, diseases, bugs, animals, newly created creatures. It's about to get bad out here, man. Okay? It's about to get bad out here. This is Jeremiah 19 and 9. Damn. And I'll cause them to eat the flesh of their sons. It's the same scripture, same message, man. They eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters. So people gonna be eating their own sons and daughters, man, just to get through a day. Like that lady that said, I should eat my son and we shall eat your son tomorrow, as in 2 Kings, man. They gonna put their kids, they 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, Keisha with her, she got all these kids from her baby daddies, man. She gonna eat them, man, one by one, each day, like a snack. Hey, these people out here, they want to go to McDonald's and Burger King, get a bundle food, a bundle meal. Hey, your bundle meal is gonna be your own kids, man, your own family members, the relatives, man. And they shall eat everyone the flesh of his friend in the siege of straightness, wherewith their enemies they shall seek their lives and shall straighten them. Right? In the cartoons, or in the cartoon where it's that one character, look at his best friend, and his best friend in his mind is a piece of chicken or steak or burger. That's an actual thing, man. That's an actual thing. People gonna be seeing each other as food. You see all these people with big ass friend groups, but your friend group is gonna turn into a terrorist group, man. It's gonna turn into a cannibal group. A group full of cannibals, man. And if one of y'all die, they're gonna eat them. They show you that in the movie The Road. All right, once in the beginning of the movie, where the son and the father and the son was hiding from the group of truckers, all right, that was driving that big ass truck. And one of those cannibals was went to the bathroom to take a piss in the woods. He spotted the father. He spotted the father and the son hiding. And the dad killed that cannibal dude. And once the father and the son ran, they ate him. They ate the dead group member, man. Because once the dad and the son came back to where they was hiding at, they saw the dead body. The guy that was eaten up by his group. So hey, man, you gonna see a lot of people eating their own friends, their family members, their cousins, their aunties, their uncles. It's about to get bad out here, man. Let me grab this real quick. This is give me 1 second. Oh man. This is Lamentations. No, what's that scripture? Yep, I'm gonna grab Lamentations real quick. Lamentations 4. It's Lamentations 4. Okay, I'm gonna start at 9. They that slain with the sword are better than they that slain with hunger, right? Because your body is pining away, it's dying slowly. Not only that your body is dying slowly, your mind is going back to it's dying terribly, man. It's slowly dying. Going weeks or days without eating, going months or days without eating food. The body can't. Actually, let me check that out. How long can the human body last? Let me check AI. Let me start real quick. AI mode. How long can the human body last. Give me 1 second. Make sure my video was good on YouTube. All right. Body last question mark. Oh, without food or water. That's what I meant to type in. Without food. An average healthy person can survive approximately 3 weeks without food, but this depends greatly on whether they have access to water. In a scenario with no food and water, the human body can only last for about 3 to 7 days. Duration varies based on several factors, including body fat. Individuals with more fat reserve can survive longer, as the person who uses stored fat for energy during starvation. Damn. Fuck, man. That's what's coming, man. It's mass death, man. Hydration. Water is far more critical for survival. Staying hydrated significantly can extend the time a person can survive without food. Health and age. Overall health, existing medical conditions, and age all impact the body's resilience during starvation. Activity levels. High levels of physical activity increases the body's energy consumption, which shortens survival time, right? Because people will be running, they'll be hiding, they'll be walking, they're gonna go from city to city. That's gonna cause a lot of that energy to burn up. Eventually, people are just going to drop dead from exhaustion. Okay. So it says how the body survives without food. When deprived of food, the body shifts its metabolic process and stages to survive. Phase 1 to 2 days, the body first uses up this readily available glucose, which is stored in the liver and muscles as glycogen. Okay, once glycogen is depleted, the body enters in a state called ketosis, converting fat into ketones for energy. 10 plus days. When fat reserves are gone, the body begins to break down muscle tissue for energy. This phase is dangerous and can lead to organ failure as the body consumes its own critical tissue. God damn, man. If you'd like to learn more about the psychological, let me ask. Actually, I want to ask that. Psychological effects of starvation. Stage of starvation. No, mentally, what happens to a person? What happens to a person? It says when the body and brain are deprived of food, a person experiences a wide range of psychological changes. Psychological changes. Many of these effects were documented during the Minnesota starvation experiment, which studied that the physical and psychological impact of the semi-starvation on healthy men. The volunteers' experience shows that the mental effects are not just symptoms of physical decline, but a profound and pervasive aspect of starvation. Shalaki. This is irritability and anxiety, right? Because people will be more irritable when they're not when they can't eat, man. A common and early symptom is known as hangry. That's a modern term. You're hungry and angry, man. Feeling okay, and that's what people gonna go through when these symptoms come when they can't go days without eating. They're gonna be hungry and angry, man. Because they can't eat their favorite bucket of chicken. They can't have their favorite steak. They can't have their Starbucks, their McDonald's, their Dunkin' Donuts, their Wendy's. So they're going to be hangry, man. This is where low blood sugar causes irritability and emotional dysregulation. This escalates into more intense anxiety as starvation progresses. Okay, so people gonna be angry as fuck because they can't eat, man. Okay, and that shows you that this American food is polluted. Okay, and shalom to the brother Chikamadu Alahaya Shazak. Shalom. Okay, so people gonna be angry and anxious because they couldn't go days and weeks without food, man. Depression and apathy. Many studies, participants, and people have experienced malnutrition reports periods of severe emotional distress, apathy, and depression. So nobody not gonna give a fuck about each other. We're gonna be sad, tired, distressed, angry, irritable, because they go days or hours without eating, man, or drinking water. Yo, this is why we really need Yahweh Shemi Yahushua in these times, man. The Lord is about to bring judgment upon these people, man. All of us are praying to Yahweh Shemi Yahushua for mercy, man, because we could be like this, man. We don't want to receive judgment from the famine, man. The famine is going to be worse than anything that you can imagine. You got to think. We live in a country where there's a KFC, there's a McDonald's, there's a Chick-fil-A, there's a Burger King, there's a chicken spot on every corner, man. A Caribbean spot on every corner, a Chinese spot on every corner, barbecue chicken on every corner, cheesesteaks, Subways, BLTs, whatever you like, man. It's on every corner. And once there's no food, when there's no water, man, it's gonna cause people to lose their fucking minds, man. So it says, reports periods of severe emotional distress, apathy. And if you don't know what apathy is, basically we have no empathy for no one. There's no empathy. Let me copy and paste this. For those that don't know the definition, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Our lack of interest, enthusiasm, or concern. So people don't even want people to fuck about each other. The love of many shall wax cold. And depression. Over time, this can lead to a general listlessness and loss of interest in life. So people gonna commit suicide. They're gonna commit all type of heinous acts because people have nothing. When people lose everything, they have nothing to lose, man. Mood fluctuations, intense and negative emotional reactions become more common, with shifts in mood occurring frequently. Intensify negative emotions. Nutritional deficiencies can reduce the body and the brain's ability to produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which is crucial for mood regulation. So, right, there's not gonna be no more dopamine hits. Because every second of the day, when you hop on Instagram, when you eat something, when you watch a movie, you always get a dopamine hit, just like that. Now it's gonna be slower. It says trauma. Experience food scarcity, even for a limited time, could be a traumatizing event. So Lord is gonna laugh. All right, the Lord's gonna laugh at your calamity, man. Damn, obsessive thoughts and behavior. Food obsession. Thoughts of food becomes constant, all-consuming, invading a person's dream, daydream, and daily conversations. Right, like I said, in the cartoons, a person, that one character in the cartoon will look at his, look at his best friend. And his best friend is a piece of chicken in his eyes, man, in his imagination. Or he's a piece of steak or a cheeseburger. That's gonna happen in real life, man. People will be looking at each other like food. This is a survival mechanism designed to motivate the person to find food hoarding, as well as hoarding non-food items can become common behavior. Okay, rituals and fixation. People may develop unusual eating routines and rituals, focusing meticulously on meal preparations, cookbooks, and recipes. Change eating habits. This can lead to drastic change in how and what a person eats when food is available, including eating very slowly or in some cases binge eating. Okay, it says cognitive and social decline. Cognitive impairment, Starvation impairs brain function and leads to decreased concentration, comprehension, judgment, and overall alertness. So right, your mind can't even focus, man. You're not even sharp, you're not even mentally sober or aware. So overall, you're just all over the place. You want to see your brothers got any scriptures? If not, shalom a lot. Let's see, like that. So right, man, people are gonna be losing their minds, man. Social withdrawal. Individuals becoming progressively more withdrawn, isolated, critical of others. Their sense of humor, and comradeship diminished. So people not even gonna laugh or be funny, man. Because it's gonna be a harsh time. Okay? It's gonna be a bad time for you people out here, man. Strained relationships. Relationships with family and friends can become more strained due to increased irritability and social inadequacy. Or neglect of hygiene. So people gonna be out here stinking, nigga. Just fucking niggas gonna be stinking. Let me call y'all niggas, but you know what I'm saying? Just flowing, man. Just speaking. But niggas out here gonna be stinking, man. Niggas gonna be out here just smelling bad, man. You know, when you in Philadelphia, you walk on SEPTA or the train, there's always gotta be an individual that smell like shit, man. And that's one individual. It's gonna be everybody smelling like shit. Because once you have no food, man, it's not. Plus, when you eat certain things, it messes up with your hygiene, man. It produces something with your body odor, if I can say. Okay, neglect of hygiene, personal hygiene is often neglected as a drive for survival overshadows self-care. So people gonna be out here grimy, don't give a fuck. They just hungry. Changes during refeeding. Okay. Increased depression, difficulty recovering. Hey man, you people are not gonna recover, man. It says some philosophical issues such as food obsession, disorder eating, persist long after the individual is no longer starving. So this is it, man. You about to experience all this. Let me grab another scripture. This is 2nd Esdras. Esdras 15. This is 2nd Esdras 15. All right, the 2nd Esdras 15, and sorry, 12. All right, it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua shall bring upon them. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the ballistic and hail, and with a fearful consolation. Right, and I saw a video that said that farmers are now treated like black people. Edomite farmers, man. Who fault is that? It's not ours. All right, the curses are hopping on you heathens, man. And those that till the ground, who is that? Those are farmers. A lot of farmers are losing their jobs. They're not making a lot of money, and they can't produce a lot of food, man. And these trucker companies, they go out of business, man. People are losing their jobs in these trucker companies as well. Woe to the world of them that dwell therein. Okay, and that's the billions upon billions of people on this planet. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and then one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So right, that's what's coming. It's wars. Okay, people gonna be killing each other, slaughtering each other, shooting each other up. Hey, you got these military troops coming in certain cities, National Guard. Hey man, it's over for America, man. This place is done. And when there's no food, people gonna lose their minds even more. 16, for there shall be sedition amongst men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power. So right, people not even gonna listen to these National Guard troops these police officers, these higher up FBI agents. They're not gonna give a fuck. Even the military, you're not gonna listen to the military or their president. There's gonna be an all-out war in America. A civil war is coming into your country, man. It's coming to a state near you. It's coming to a city near you. Mass civil war, man. Wait, hey, the Wadi Yahawah Shini Abashai, man. All right, we're gonna be going to certain areas where there's gonna be a line of people trying to get food, man. These military people, they're gonna be rationing out food, man. When there's no more food to ration out, when there's no can of peas or corn or sardines, because that's what's coming, man. Because when there's chaos and anarchy, the military gonna ration out the leftover water and food. Okay, and when there's no food and no water, these people gonna lose their fucking minds, man. So because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. Right, these men out here, they're gonna be afraid, man, except the men of the Lord. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, which shall destroy their houses with the sword and despoil their goods because of lack of bread and great tribulation. Okay, and that's what's coming, great tribulation, man. Great tribulation. All right, this is I'm gonna grab this one, this last scripture, this is Jeremiah 16. This is Jeremiah 16:9. This is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, Yahawah Shini Abashai says. Before your eyes in your days, I'll bring an end to the sound of joys and gladness, and to the voice of bride and bridegroom in this place. Right, the mirth is gone, like in Isaiah 24. Okay. This NIV says, when you tell these people all this, they ask you, why has the Lord decreed such a great disaster against us? What wrong have we done? What sin have we committed against the Lord our God? Okay, and that's these people when we thinking like, damn, well, why are we doing this? All right, then say to them, it's because your ancestors forsake me, declare the Lord, follow the other gods to serve and worship them. They forsake me and did not keep my law. All right, this is 12. But you have behaved more wickedly than your ancestors. See how all of you are following the stubbornness of your evil hearts instead of obeying me. Let me grab. I'm gonna grab this in another website. Jeremiah 16 KJV. This is therefore I'll cast you out of the land into a land that ye know not, neither nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will show you favor. I will not show you favor. Therefore, behold, the days come, say the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord that bringeth up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the land whether he hath driven them out, and I'll bring them again into the land that I gave their fathers. Right, and the Lord's going to bring us back to Israel, man. So salvation is coming, man. Let me go back to let me go up to 1 Shalaki. This is Jeremiah 16:1. The word of the Lord come also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither thou shalt have sons nor daughters in this land. Right, for you brothers that don't have kids, hey, that's a blessing, man. Because you also seeing there's a lot of things are happening where a lot of people are not having kids because there's so much hyperinflation, there's so much economic and social problems, man. The majority of people are not having kids in America. When you see couples with, I forgot what's that called, when people replace kids with their pets. Like they'll make their pets as their kids. How is that called? What's that called? What is it called when people or a couple that doesn't want to have kids, but they have pets as their kids, as their children? This is commonly known as pet parenting, or having fur babies for couples with two incomes and no children. So with two incomes and no children. Another popular term is dinkwad, which stands for dual income, no kids with a dog. Okay, so people are having pets. They replacing kids with pets, man. Because people want kids. Is this? I'm gonna type this. Is this because people don't want kids? Because people in America in 2025 don't want kids. Yes, the rise in pet parenting is directly linked to a broader trend of Americans, particularly young generations, of delaying or foregoing having children. This shift is influenced by a complex mix of economic, social, and cultural factors. Give me 1 second. So, right, man, their pet dog is their kid, man. Their pet cat is their kids. People are tired, man. They don't want kids because it's a lot of priorities and problems to have kids in these type of times, right? Because the higher cost, man. There's the economic pressure, the financial realities of modern life make having a child a daunting prospect for many Americans. High cost of living, the cost of raising a child, including childcare, housing, education, healthcare, is a significant financial burden. Some estimate places the cost of raising a child to age 18 at over $400,000, right? So a lot of Americans don't have $400,000. Affordability of pets, by contrast, while pet ownership is not expensive, it is far more financially manageable. Student debt, a high number of young adults are burdened with significant student loan debt, making it difficult to save money and feel financially stable enough to have kids. Job insecurity, economic shifts have led to less stable income and jobs, making the long-term financial commitment of a child seems too risky. So, right, people are not having kids, man. Social and an economical wise, how much is social? Social cultural shifts, evolving societal norms and priorities have made it more acceptable to choose a child-free lifestyle. Personal freedom, many young adults prioritizing personal freedom, travel, and career growth over having children. So, right, people are putting their career over having a child. You know, their finances, their travel, over having kids. Pets offer a source of companionship and purpose without the intense sacrifices required for raising a child. Changing gender roles as more women pursue higher education careers, the traditional expectations that they must become mothers is fading. Some women face a motherhood penalty at work, where their career opportunities are limited after having a baby. So, hey, man, this place is done. Mental health, concerns about mental well-being and the desire to break cycles of family trauma also motivates some people to remain child-free. Research indicates that child-free adults report no difference in life satisfaction compared to parents. The state of the world, because right, hey, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, who cover the faces of the judges thereof. So these people are tired of these higher-ups, man. They're the wicked as evil as elites. They're causing all these problems, man, because they're controlling the whole world, man. It says growing anxieties about climate change, political instability, and other environmental factors cause many prospective parents to fear for the future of their potential children. Right. So people, they, there's a lot of people that have a sense. They're like, hey, I don't want my kid to be raised in a world raised or be born in a world filled with so much war, bloodshed, evil, wickedness. And I'd rather just stay single for the rest of my life, or have a person with me, but we gonna have a pet as our child, because they know that this world is fucked up. This world is really fucked up, man. Okay. It says pet parenthood as an alternative. Many pet parenting offers a meaningful and fulfilling alternative that addresses some of these modern challenges. Companionship and nurturing. Pets satisfy the human need for connection and nurturing without the major lifestyle adjustments and long-term responsibilities that come with children. Oh, right. And I just want to say this. All these problems, that social, economic problems and pressures, that's also happening in Japan and Korea. All right, they don't tell you that Japan is dying out slowly, man. Their population is dying out completely because their whole workforce, their whole job, career life is fucking killing them, man. A lot of them Japanese and people over in Japan and Korea are killing themselves because their career is making them into a slave, man. Okay, it's like a work prison. It's the same thing in America, but it's more pressure, man. It says mental and emotional benefits. Pets are known to improve mental health, reduce stress, and combat loneliness. A recent American Psychiatric Association poll found that a higher percentage of pet owners experience positive mental health outcomes, right? Because animals are righteous, but we shouldn't be having pets and dogs as fucking children. You know what I'm saying? They're pets, man. Yeah, I'm not saying you gotta treat them like shit. No, I'm not. You know, I got 2 cats, and I see them as family, but let me just say this. We live in a world now that, people prefer pets over kids. Because I get it in a sense, because, that's another mouth to feed. That's another person to take care of. And people don't got the mental, the strength, the physical energy, even the mental energy to take care of that. So this whole place is done. It's about to turn into that movie, The Children of Men. Children of Men. I believe this is free on YouTube. But I recommend you, Akim Aqua, to watch this movie, The Children of Men, where in the future, where people, actually, what year did it take place? Damn, the movie Children of Men is set in the year 2027, a dystopian future where humanity faces extinction due to a global fertility crisis. In this bleak world, no babies have been born for 2 decades, for 20 years, and a society on the brink of collapse, with Great Britain's totalitarian government struggles to contain mass civil unrest and massive refugee crisis. And that's what's happening, man. And we're in the year 2025. This is 2 years from now, man, if this place continues. So, hey, nobody's having children, man. Nobody wants kids, man. Okay, this place is done. So, hey, we out this bitch, man. We out this place, Babylon the Great. America's coming to an end. It's about to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, according to the Bible. So with that, call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Hashem Rakah Kadash. Shalom.